mummy's with the maggots now.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
Well, hi there.
Hello, and welcome to Would You Die, the show where you have no idea how much cardio I have to do. It's ridiculous. I'm Austin Torres.
And I'm Anneliese Petersmark.
And today we are continuing Slashtober with yet another self-reflective meta slasher film.
Yeah.
It don't get much more meta than this.
Correct. Are you going to tell the people what it is, or?
I thought you were.
Oh, okay. So,
I hit the ball into your court and you stared at me like, what, motherfucker?
oh no, I thought you were going to say it. So yes, today we are talking about Behind the Mask, the Rise of Leslie Vernon, which I had never heard of before you showed it to me. So when I put it on, I'm not going to lie, I thought this was just going to be a straight up movie. Straight up slasher.
It's different.
It's different.
We got some found footage elements here.
Yeah, so if you've never seen this movie, first of all, you should go watch it. It's very fun. But it is a mockumentary-style horror film. It takes place in a universe where Freddy, Jason, and Michael are real. And a documentary crew, like a college documentary crew, decides to follow Leslie Vernon, who is an aspiring slasher killer, following in Freddy, Jason, and Michael's footsteps. It very much blends comedy, satire, horror, all of it as Leslie prepares for his slasher debut. And then the third act has a flip into a full traditional slasher movie. So it's really fun in that way.
I think it's a pretty cool movie.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Totally agree. So what is your personal connection to this movie?
So this movie had come on my radar a couple years ago. I'm looking up when I first watched it because it was in my Letterboxd era. It was, let me see. So I first watched this movie June 2021.
Okay.
And it's just kind of been on my radar a little before then. I finally watched it a couple years ago. And then when we were doing Slashtober, when we were programming it, we juggled a bunch of different ones. But I thought this one is a lot of fun. I would like to rewatch it, so we're going to.
Cool.
What's your personal connection with this film?
Well, I said last week I did a double feature with Slumber Party Massacre and this one. And yeah, that was my first time watching it. So like I said, I was really not expecting anything like this. Mm-hmm. I didn't know anything about it. I had never heard of it before. So I was just kind of going in completely blind. And I think that was like a really fun way to do this movie. Because I wasn't expecting it at all.
It actually is a really good double feature with the Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah, completely. But yeah, I think it's really pure gold. It's very smart and funny, and it's also kind of surprisingly emotional. Which you get about 2/3 of the way through the movie before that happens, so it kind of sneaks up on you, which is cool.
It's got some horror legends in it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert for the rise of Behind the Mask, the Rise of Leslie Vernon. Robert Englund has a pretty significant supporting role.
Yes.
Kane Hodder has a cameo.
Yeah.
A blink and you miss it cameo, but for those who don't know, Robert Englund is Freddy fucking Krueger. Mm-hmm. And then Kane Hodder, I would say he's the best known of the Jason Voorhees. He played the character 4 times, which is the most out of anyone. Mm-hmm. And he also plays the slasher villain Victor Crowley. So Kane Hodder is beloved in the horror community. He's a super cool dude. Through conventions, I met him a couple times, and I think he's awesome. And then the other horror legends I want to shout out. This is before he became like a horror legend, but Scott Wilson.
Okay.
who is best known as Herschel from The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
He has a pretty decent supporting role in this movie. And then my girl, Zelda Rubinstein,
Yeah.
best known as my girl from Poltergeist. What is that character?
Tangina Barons.
Thank you. This house is clean.
Mm-hmm.
I love Tangina so much.
Yeah.
Not enough to remember her name, but enough
to feel
quote
that way.
her.
Yeah.
Enough to be like, you've never gone in there before. Neither have you. You're right. You go. She was awesome.
Yes.
And she's in a bunch of movies, but
Yeah.
I always think of Poltergeist.
Yeah, that's kind of her main claim to fame, at least in horror, I feel. But yeah, so those were basically all the people I was going to shout out as well.
Sorry.
That's okay, I guess. But kind of going into more historical context, so it was kind of released during the rise of meta horror, obviously after Scream, after the movie we just talked about last week, the Slumber Party Massacre, but before Cabin in the Woods.
Right.
So really kind of exploring this genre almost in a found footagey way, like you were talking about, but very much during the popularity of like mockumentary like The Office, which I find really fun.
Because this came out in 2006.
Right.
It's before the Paranormal Activity movies.
Yes. So.
But after Blair Witch.
Mm-hmm. And it almost feels more like The Office than it does a found footage, like a traditional horror found footage movie, at least again until that third act flip, which makes sense because The Office came out in 2005 to like pretty good reception. So.
And did this predate Parks and Rec?
Yes.
Because I don't remember when that started.
Yeah,
but...
Parks and Rec was later, I believe. I don't remember exactly what year that one came out, but I know it's after The Office.
Yeah.
If Jeremy were paying attention, he could probably tell us.
Parks and Rec was later for sure. I want to say,
2009.
yeah, I was gonna say 08, 09.
So this movie, I think, would have been a lot bigger if it came out later. I think it might have been too ahead of its time.
I think that might be true because I think with the rise in style of mockumentary, that would have been. I think it would have fit really well into that genre a little bit a couple of years later. But that being said, it mostly played on the festival circuit and gained cult status after its DVD release.
Remember DVDs?
I do remember DVDs. You have so many. Like, we talk about it on this podcast. Like,
Remember when a movie can make its money back just through home video sales?
that's fair.
And wasn't so reliant on the theatrical model?
That's a good point. So, getting into our monthly theme, Slashtober, this movie is really interesting because it kind of doesn't have, I mean, it does and it doesn't have all the tropes that we talk about. It has the killer, it has the masked killer this time, which last week did not. It has the teenagers, it has all of the creative kills, all of that. But it is a slasher training manual. I mean, like, that's what this is. It takes you from the moment of inception and the idea behind the kill through all of the preparation that needs to be done through the actual night of.
Yeah.
And it's really, really fun to kind of get through all of that. Because this is the thing, is you don't think about this because obviously it's supposed to be implied that, like, Mike Myers is not going out and, like, premeditating this shit, right? Like, he is waking up and going out for revenge. But, like,
it's Halloween. Time to kill some fuckers.
It's so much funnier to think about the killer going through cardio and meticulously planning where everybody's going to be and to run. And,
like, imagining Freddy Krueger workshopping one-liners.
Right.
Like, putting himself in positions to be like, oh, I'm going to turn into a TV. What can I say here? Don't flip the channel, bitch. No, that ain't good. Look who's talking. No, I don't like her. Welcome to prime time, bitch. There it is. We got a winner, bitch.
Bitch. Yeah. Well, and the way that the movie very slowly kind of falls into dark territory is really fun for me. Like, it starts out very, I mean, like, obviously the premise of it is supremely fucked up, and they acknowledge that.
It plays like a dark comedy.
Right. But, like, as you get closer to the night, it gets darker and darker. Like, I think one of the best scenes in the movie is when, the main character, what is her name? Taylor, right?
Yeah, Taylor Gentry.
When Taylor and Leslie are having their conversation about Final Girls, and obviously with a rewatch, that conversation becomes even darker than it is, but it already is kind of dark. When she is like, do you love her? And he's like, I love the idea of her. Conceptually, I love what she represents, but I'm never going to be capable of being. And just the in-universe acknowledgement of these serial killers, basically, as legends is a really unique angle that we don't see. Right.
That this is kind of like a profession, an art.
Yeah. And their explanation for why they do what they do is really interesting. Like, it's not built on this, like, sadistic need for evil the way that they, like, it's not psychopathy like it usually is. Like, it is with Mike Myers and other universes. Like, it is with Freddy. Like, it is with Jason. It is this idea of restoring balance between good and evil. Yeah. And having controlled evil is what brings about good. And what, like, transforms the final girl into being a hero is just, like, so fascinating. I need to speak and pick the brain of who, like, came up with this, because it's phenomenal. It was written by Scott Glosserman and David J. Stiev, I think. But, I think that's how you pronounce it. But, yeah, it's just really interesting. I'd love to pick their brain for how they came up with that concept.
It's I think the closest movie I can think of to it is The Cabin in the Woods. And the way that, how it's written, we as the audience, we're familiar with the tropes. We see what they're doing. But these tropes are just real life for these characters. Yeah. So when you watch The Cabin in the Woods, it's like, oh, that's the final girl. Oh, that's the fool, right? This one is like, they don't call it the final girl. They call it the something else. But then, like, you have the Ahab, the agent of good who's constantly hunting. Yeah. They talk about red herrings. He talks about kind of like the meaning of what he does. Like Leslie Vernon himself is referencing how what he does is there has to be a lot of phallic imagery. Yeah. And a lot of what's the term I'm looking for? Anti-phallic.
He says what it is, and for some reason, it is escaping me. Cunnilingual? Maybe? That can't be right. That's not the right word.
But basically vaginal. Yeah. But it's not that's not the term. But basically, I can't think of it, but it was so good how they did it.
Yeah, vulval? I don't remember. I can't think of it. All I know is that now I have vaginal synonym in my search history. So that's good.
What about phallic antonym? Maybe that'll help.
That might. Antonym. Good word. Most people don't know what antonyms are anymore.
They're anti-synonyms.
Listen, I can't explain to you enough. Oh, yonic. Yonic imagery.
That is the term.
Yes.
That's what. Yeah. I love it.
That was a good pull. Thanks for pulling out phallic antonym, man. Yeah. And once again, now I have it in my search history.
But it's a little better than the other thing.
I guess that's probably fair.
But yeah, phallic and yonic, and they're talking about it, and then there's a really funny gotcha moment where it's like he's talking about it and how like the tool shed represents a womb, it must be protected, and he's like a serial killer, right? And then Taylor just goes, so you're pro-life? And the silence before it cuts to the next scene is so good.
It is very good. It is.
This movie works very well as a horror comedy.
I agree.
Because it's very, very funny, but then when it gets to the third act, the shit gets real.
Yes, it very much devolves because in the third act, it's the night of the kill. Leslie goes through his first kill and Taylor decides, fuck no, can't do this, don't want to be here, leaving. So they start to go, and then Taylor's like, wait, we can't leave these poor teenagers. We have to go, like, save them. We have to go help. He's not expecting us to go help. So us throwing a wrench in the plan will get them to be able to escape. Here's my question. Did you call the twist the first time you watched this? And how early, if you did?
I mean, I first watched this movie a couple years ago, so I don't remember. But I'm going to say no, I didn't.
Okay.
Because usually I'm not looking for twists. So I'm the type of watcher where I just like to let it unfold. If I catch the twist, I get a little pissed because I'm not looking for it. You know what I'm saying? So generally, I don't really find the twists. So just knowing me as a person, I don't think I did. Mm-hmm. Obviously, rewatching it, I knew the twist. So
yeah, I called the twist very early on.
Oh.
And I was very, like, I love that. I love being right. So I was really proud of myself. I never take it as like an indictment of the other people because, like, I like guessing things. So I don't think it was like, oh, it was so obvious or whatever, you know. I really truly don't. I just, like, there was something, there were a couple moments of foreshadowing of it. They would talk about virgins and then they would, like, zoom in on Taylor and she would get super nervous and cagey. So I was like, but I didn't know what it was going to be. I knew she was going to end up being the final girl, but I didn't know if it was like a they planned it all along thing or if it was going to be a something happens with Kelly and then she has to step up and be the final girl. Like, I didn't know how it was going to play out.
Right.
But I really enjoyed it. I loved the slow reveal when everyone else realized it. Mm-hmm. I think the idea that Kelly is very far from a virgin is so fucking funny. Like,
right.
It's kind of the last funny moment we get in the movie is really Kelly getting caught as not virginal.
And there's this really cool moment because the first two acts are done in this mockumentary found footage style. Handheld, everything's handheld. The cameramen are talking, but you never see them.
Right.
The third act is cinematic.
Right. It's filmed just like a traditional.
And that's when it becomes the horror movie, for real. And I think that tonal shift is really well done. I really enjoy it. I don't think it works for everyone, but that's okay. When you make a movie that takes a big swing, not everyone will be on board, and that's why you take the big swing. So, I dig it, personally.
Yeah, I totally agree. I loved it. The symbolism of her having to walk through the woods and come out transformed that they talk about and then she obviously goes through is a really, just, like, very fun, like, I just love the way that they played with symbolism in the movie. Like, it all played out exactly like he said. I mean, it was exactly like he said.
Because he planned it all.
Yeah.
So her two camera people and friends, Doug and Todd?
I think so.
The bigger one, I think his name's, I'm going to look it up. I think Todd is the bigger one of the two. So we're going to say Todd.
He is, yes.
He distracts Leslie Vernon, has him chase him, and Leslie catches up. And Leslie is, like, going to kill him, and he's like, come on, you know me. We're friends. You know me. And Leslie doesn't say anything.
No.
But I think Todd gets through, like, you know me, because Leslie takes off his mask to kill him.
It's wild.
In, like, the first two acts, Leslie is a likable character. He's silly, he's
you're
goofy,
rooting for him.
And then it's like, oh, wait, he's a killer.
Yeah.
There's this amazing moment in the library where he's, like, sitting against, like, a bunch of books, and he just grabs them and he's like, Paradise Lost? Found it.
Yeah. He's silly, he's fun, he's somebody you're rooting for this.
Yeah.
You know? And he's got these extremely likable friends, Eugene and his wife.
Right, and Eugene was a former slasher.
Yeah.
His wife was a former final girl. Mm-hmm. And they fell in love.
Yeah.
So, I think it's really good. I think it's a very clever deconstruction and celebration of the slasher genre.
Okay. So, Austin, who would you save?
Oh, are we going behind the superlatives, the rise of fun podcast hijinks?
Yeah.
Who would I save? Okay. I would save Tangina,
Okay.
but here's the thing. What the fuck happened to her? I didn't see no slash. I didn't see no... She just fell. Is she even dead? I would save her from having the mild scare. Unless she died, in which case I would save her from death.
That's fair. It's good. I think I would probably save Todd.
Yeah, but that's also one of the best moments of the movie.
That's fair. You can have the best moment of the
gut-wrenching.
movie. That man risked his life to save his friends.
He's a hero.
And then he thought maybe I can get through to him. And he could, in fact, not.
But I still think he kind of did. Otherwise, Leslie wouldn't have taken off his mask.
See, I didn't take it that way. I took it as like yeah, I do know you. I'm the same motherfucker. And I got you.
I read it as, you know what? I did like you. This is, like, I'm going to look you in the eyes when I kill you. Like, you get to see my face when I kill you. But I viewed it as, like, that's him. That's his sign of respect, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't take it that way. I took it as a, like, yeah, exactly.
Bitch.
Yeah, you get it. What is your favorite scare, Austin?
My favorite scare... I'm trying so hard to... This movie doesn't really have a lot of scares, in my opinion.
No, it really doesn't.
And that's because it's really built up on... The first two acts are setting up things.
Yeah.
It really isn't a jump scare kind of movie. I would say I like... Because, the first two acts kind of feel more like a comedy, almost. And the third act was like the horror. Do you have an answer?
Not really. I mean, I think like probably my favorite like scary moment that isn't like a jump scare is when the tone shifts. When Taylor realizes that Leslie was serious, or when it shifts again when she realizes like, oh shit, I'm the final girl.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you what I think the best scare is.
Okay.
Is after the film crew try to meet up with who they think is the final girl at like the restaurant she's a waitress at, and then Robert Englund shows up. He's like, don't follow these peeps, please. When they go back to the van, Leslie's like, hey, don't do that. And Taylor's like, well, it's not that big of a deal. And then she's like, you're lying to me. You tell me more. And he's trying to get out of it. She says something, and he grabs her by the throat and slams her against the van. And that's the first moment where it's like, oh, this guy's...
Yeah, he's not okay.
Yeah, this guy's... he speaks of violent, he is violent.
Yeah.
It's the first time in the movie where you kind of grasp the gravity of what he's trying to accomplish.
Right.
Because the movie, up to that point, is extremely lighthearted. And I think that sudden tonal shift is very hard to pull off, but I think this film does it.
Right. What is your Tony Todd Award for movie MVP?
I would love to give it to Robert Englund, just because that is like Tony Todd, Robert Englund, right?
Right.
And also special shout out, honorable mention to Zelda Rubinstein, because I love her.
Fair.
But I have to give it to Nathan Basil as Leslie Vernon.
Okay, fair.
This movie does not work without his performance as Leslie. Like, he's so likable and endearing, but he is a cold-blooded murderer.
Yeah.
He's a killer.
Mm-hmm.
A psycho killer.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Yeah.
They use that song in the movie.
They do.
But he is so good in this movie. And I'm sure he works, but I wish he blew up.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, I want to see him in more movies, in case that wasn't clear.
No, I got
to
you,
the
man.
listeners. I wish, like, he was a lead of an HBO show, you know? Like, he is so good.
Mm-hmm.
But there, you know, I can see him as kind of like getting some like Walton Goggin type roles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Walton Goggins been around for years, but he's just now hitting a new stride in his career, you know. So Nathan Basil, I think he deserves to do more.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good in this movie. How about you? Who's your Tony Todd Award winner for movie MVP?
For me, it's got to be Angela Gothos, who plays Taylor. She's the emotional anchor of the film. I mean, like, she is very, like, you can see her kind of be morally conflicted through the whole thing. Like, she starts as kind of this, like, bushy-eyed, like, I'm going to do this edgy thing. And then she kind of gets confronted with the reality of, like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But then she goes back and forth because Leslie Vernon is such a compelling character.
Yeah.
That she kind of does, like, get caught up in it until it's too late. And I think she plays that really well.
Did you know she is in the hit film Home Alone?
I did not.
She's one of Macaulay Culkin's sisters.
Oh.
In that movie.
She also was in Jerry Maguire.
And Spanglish.
Wow, so she's worked with kind of a lot of the same people. That's crazy. That's fun.
Tom Cruise and Robert Englund. And Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
And Adam Sandler.
Oh, yes. He is in Spanglish.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, no, she's awesome. I think Taylor is an underrated final girl. Just because this is an underrated movie.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, watch this movie if you haven't.
I totally agree. Is the score better than Jaws?
No.
No, it is not.
But it's kind of non-existent.
Yeah, I mean, it's there, but it's not...
It don't show up till the third act, really.
Right. It's like, it's...
I guess it's in the
intentionally-
library scene, but
right.
still.
But it's mostly, like, there for the cinematic moments. It's not there for...
And when it is there, it's pretty generic.
Right.
But that works in the movie's favor.
Yes, I agree. So the guy who did it is Gordy Hobb, who is mostly known for video games.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's done a lot of the Star Wars games. So like he did Star Wars Battlefront,
Nice.
Jedi Fallen Order,
Ooh, very
Jedi
nice.
Survivor.
Very nice.
He also did the Indiana Jones games, so Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. He did both of those. He did Halo Wars 2. So he is very much like video game composer almost exclusively. He's done a couple of other films, but not a ton.
But those are big video games.
Yeah, huge video games.
And being tasked to emulate John Williams, you're going to get the big bucks.
Yeah, it's scary. He has won a few awards. He won Best Original Soundtrack Album for Star Wars The Old Republic.
Oh, wow. That's like old Star Wars game.
Yeah, he won Music of the Year and Best Interactive Score for Star Wars Battlefront. Won Video Game Score of the Year for Battlefront 2. And then for Jedi Survivor, he won Best Original Video Game Score.
Yeah.
He has won a lot of awards for his video game score. So he's a very talented composer. Especially, I feel like it takes a lot to be a composer, like you said, for a well-known franchise. Like, people are expecting the John Williams vibes, and also for something so immersive. Like, just video games in general, they're supposed to immerse you, so I feel like it's really hard to not detract from the immersion, but still create, like, an entertaining, compelling, emotion-filled score. So,
and for him to do Star Wars, Halo, like, these are franchises where music is so important. Indiana Jones, you know?
Yeah.
So.
A fine addition to your collection. Would you like to own it? Do you own it?
I do not own it. I should.
This is one of those things where I really like to collect media where specifically, like, it blew up because of the physical media. So this is a perfect example of this, where it got bigger because of its DVD release. So I would really like to own it because of that.
Right. I'm sure you can find it on 4K or Blu-ray, you know?
All right, Letterboxd.
All right.
Shall we? So Jeremy did not watch this movie.
I did not.
Thrown under the bus.
Sorry, I was sick. I'm realizing I've said this in like 3 straight episodes. Peek behind the curtain. We record multiple of these in a day sometimes, and I am not
Just
I'm not
on
on a
week
months
4.
long illness. This is just 5 days of being sick.
As far as we know, he might be.
Let's hope not.
So my Letterboxd review, I gave it 3.5 stars and a heart, and I said the best horror movie you've never heard of.
Oh. I also gave it 3.5 stars and a heart, and I said, I wish Taylor Gentry made more films.
That's a good one.
I had a thought where it's like, can you imagine if Taylor Gentry just became a prolific documentarian of like horror villains in this world? So it's like, welcome to Primetime Bitch, the Freddy Krueger story.
That's good.
You can't kill the boogeyman, the Michael Myers story. And I'm just trying to think of like, because like Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon is such a great title, you know, that I assume in world like Taylor came up with in the movie world. What would be like if she made documentaries of other iconic horror villains?
That's good. I really like that. Yeah, I wonder, because like there's so many questions left unanswered about what the horror villains are like in this world. Like, do they all function like Leslie Vernon, or are they just run-of-the-mill psychos and Leslie Vernon is like the one who like meticulously plans this shit out?
Right.
Like, is he a copycat? Like, I don't know. And if not, like, is Freddy supernatural, or is it just like the rumors? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's so crazy. I don't know. I just find that so phenomenal.
Cold Pizza, The Rise of Russ Thorne.
Cold pizza. Oh,
Do you think
throwback.
she would be friends with Gale Weathers?
I don't know.
I
I feel like maybe.
think they would be enemies.
I kind of like, I feel like it's interesting because she's like underground media and Gale Weathers is very traditional media. I could see them competing.
And then Gale Weathers does not like competition.
No.
And also, Taylor Gentry has integrity. Gale Weathers,
Mommy issues. A Norman Bates story.
mommy issues. A Norman Bates story.
I know
For-
he's not like a slasher, but like, you know, she can branch out.
For the Love of the Game, The Rise of Pinhead.
It's good.
Oh no, I just thought of one, but it's insane.
Go ahead.
To Catch a Predator. It's just Predator.
Oh, I was like, what? Yeah, no, you're right. That's very good.
It's insane.
Fuck. That's so funny.
From the heart, learning about the xenomorphs.
I don't feel like we need to do a bunch of Letterboxd reviews for this one, but I did want to point out one from Jess, which
Okay.
says, the man sleeping in a coffin underground might be the nonchalant final boss. It's very good.
I like that. I gotta say one more.
Yeah,
that I
no,
just,
please.
that I just. Oh no! Did I lose it? Did I lose it? No. What? Fuck! What? I lost. Shit! It was good. Maybe.
I mean, it was probably better than anything I'll come up with.
I'm so sad. I can't think of it. I had it.
Carry on My Wayward Son, but it's just Carrie, like spelled like Carrie.
Oh. Oh. Killer Ride, the Christine story.
Good. Good.
That or vehicular manslaughter, the Christine story. No Vacancy, the murders of the Overlook Hotel. Or that could be, you know, Bates Motel, too. Murders of the Bates Motel. Damn it, I had one. I'm so mad. I'm so sad.
I'm sorry. If you think of it, you should edit it in. Just be like, hello, editing Austin here. I remembered.
I think it's gone forever.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It be like that sometimes. But yeah, I got it. Came back.
Okay.
The Man in the Mirror, the story of Candyman.
Good.
That or Hooked on a Feeling,
Oh
the
my
Candyman
God.
story.
Hooks on a Feeling is crazy. Okay. There is one Supernatural alumni. He's a guy we've talked about before. It's Robert Englund.
Oh.
He's going to come up a lot. I have a feeling.
I was gonna be like Zelda Rubinstein.
Yeah. So our special edition superlative is Best Kill.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for me?
When Leslie Vernon takes that fucking farm tool and tears the dude's heart out
Yeah.
and then puts it in his hand.
Yeah.
I fuck with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
I don't care if it's Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom or the Blood Witch. I like to see a beating heart in someone's hand.
I would like to see it.
I would like to see the heart,
Yeah.
the music of the heart,
No. That's a different movie.
the rise of the Phantom of the Opera.
You're getting confused.
The
The music of the night. The Leslie Vernon story. My best kill is Leslie himself. The apple press. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
It's
that's
so
so good.
fucking good.
And he wants it too.
And it's so autumnal, you know?
That's a good word.
It's just a beautiful way to watch a September horror movie.
It's very yonic, very such phallic.
No, you're just saying things.
Autumnal.
Okay, autumnal's a word.
So is phallic.
Yeah, but okay. Austin, would you die?
No,
Why?
I wouldn't take this gig.
That's literally what I was going to say too. I was like, no, because guess what? I don't care how much you pay me. I'm not fucking filming a serial killer.
And they're not getting paid that much.
No.
So I'm gonna be like,
Listen, I understand that you're a filmmaker and that might be enough to like suffer for your art. I will not be doing that.
I mean, I fuck with documentaries sometimes, I've helped make a couple. I've made a couple. I feel like, you're documenting this. There's going to be legal ramifications. Like, how are you going to release that?
Yeah, I don't really understand what they were planning on doing, but I don't know. I mean, they've done controversial shit before.
I guess, but yeah.
I think that's the thing, right? Is like the suspension of disbelief is like, wow, can't believe this guy's letting us do this. And it turns out it's because, yeah, no shit, he wasn't going to let you do this all along.
Right. But I'm thinking way ahead. I'm like, how am I going to distribute this?
You won't be. You will be dead.
Yeah. So I live because I didn't take the job.
Yep.
And I didn't seek out the psycho killer to make a documentary. So I make the fake horror movies.
You make very good fake horror movies.
Yeah, but they ain't documentaries.
That's fair. Where can the people find you?
Not filming Leslie Vernon as he's going on his murder spree plan. You can find me on Letterboxd and Instagram at Austin and Torres. You can find the Would You Die social medias at Would You Die Show, wherever you use social media. Subscribe to us on YouTube to listen to the podcast on YouTube. Also watch our show Spooky Spotlight, hosted by Deanna Hope. You can find our short films like The Blood Witch, Spider, and Ice Cream. And if you are the coolest of the cool, the baddest of the bad, really fucking sick and totally rad, we have a Patreon where for $3 a month you get a monthly bonus episode, weekly sports ball announcements that are sometimes happy and sometimes not. You get more shit. Subscribe.
I was gonna say, soon we're gonna be starting another series on Patreon next month, I believe. So,
oh hell yeah!
Excited. Rawr.
Rawr. Where can the people find you?
You can find me using the Apple Press.
Oh shit!
Also on Instagram and Letterboxd at Whims of Willow. Jeremy, where can the people find you?
You can find me watching this movie eventually when I'm not really fucking sick and totally rad. Because it does sound like a really good movie, and it seems like something really up my alley. So I'm excited to watch it, and I'll let you know how that goes at some point.
Oh yeah.
You can also find me at Annually Funny at all the socials. See you there.
Our production is done by Jeremy Lippitt. Our music is done by Josie Palmer. Our graphics are done by Alec Gibson at Crosshook Creative. Austin, you got a hint for next week?
It ain't Freaky Friday, but it kinda is. I'm Austin Torres.
And I'm Anneliese Petersmark.
Try not to die.